The NBA has seen players hit impossible shots.
It's incredible. Very good. Bank the shot.
Break ankles.
I mean, get it up there and just give it a chance.
And win championships. But sometimes, the most unforgettable moment isn't the basket, it's the disrespect.
Giannis with the back down and the flush.
Picture a player casually staring down an opponent right after putting them on a poster. Imagine someone completely refusing to help a fallen rival back to the hardwood. Think about an unbelievable poster dunk that shakes the entire arena. A crossover so filthy it sends a defender sprawling to the floor.
For Utah, Edwards gets it back and threw it down!
A rookie completely humiliating a multi-time MVP, or a cold-blooded stare-off that nearly triggers a full-scale bench-clearing brawl. And trust me, the last one might be the coldest thing an NBA player has ever done. It's Game 1 of the 2001 NBA Finals. The heavily favored Los Angeles Lakers are hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. Undersized superstar Allen Iverson has been carrying his squad all postseason. But on this single play, he decides to completely rewrite how the world views personal dominance. Iverson catches the ball on the wing, sizes up young guard Tyronn Lue, and executes a lightning-fast crossover that leaves Lue grasping at air. Iverson steps back, splashes the mid-range jumper, and as Lue crashes hard to the floor right in his path, Iverson doesn't just run back on defense. He casually steps directly over him, looking down with absolute cold-blooded indifference. Stepping over a fallen opponent turned a standard highlight into an iconic cultural image that haunts Tyronn Lue to this day. If you thought that was disrespectful, wait until you see what happened against one of the greatest defenders ever. The year is 2000 during a high-stakes regular season matchup between the Toronto Raptors and the powerhouse Miami Heat. Miami's anchor is Alonzo Mourning, a terrifying shot blocker and former Defensive Player of the Year who takes pride in turning the paint into a literal no-fly zone. Vince Carter drives hard down the lane, elevating with unbelievable explosiveness. But Carter meets him at the summit, violently powering through contact to flush a jaw-dropping, soul-crushing slam right over the top of one of the fiercest competitors in league history.
This lead of 8, Miami's largest of the game, but talk about large. How about that slam dunk from
That
Vince?
crossover embarrassed one player, but the next moment embarrassed an entire franchise. It's the 1994 Eastern Conference semifinals. The Chicago Bulls are battling their fierce rivals, the New York Knicks, in a brutal physical series where every single inch of the floor is fiercely contested. Scottie Pippen drives baseline with a head of steam, rising directly into the stratosphere over legendary center Patrick Ewing. Pippen cocks the ball back and slams it home with authority, sending Ewing crashing backward to the floor. But Pippen doesn't stop there. He stands right over Ewing, turns to the screaming courtside Knicks announcers, and barks right in their faces.
Myers for Pippen. Oh, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing.
You'd think nobody could top that, no, until one superstar decided to send an NBA legend into retirement. Game 1 of the 1992 NBA Finals. Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls face the Portland Trail Blazers. The media has spent days debating whether Portland sharpshooter Clyde Drexler is on Jordan's level. Jordan comes out launching, draining three-pointer after three-pointer as the net keeps burning, after hitting his 6th triple of the first half, breaking an NBA Finals record before halftime. Jordan jogs back down the court, looks straight at the announcer's table, and gives an iconic nonchalant shrug as if to say, "I have no idea why they're even guarding me." Jordan wasn't celebrating. He was expressing absolute boredom with the highest level of competition basketball has to offer. Things are about to go from disrespectful to absolutely ruthless. It's a regular season game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Orlando Magic. Matt Barnes, known as one of the league's fiercest enforcers and trash talkers, is trying to get inside the Mamba's head by any means necessary. Barnes stands out on the perimeter guarding Kobe Bryant. As Barnes fakes an inbound pass directly into Kobe's face, a basketball is thrust inches from Bryant's eyes at full speed. Kobe doesn't blink, doesn't flinch, and doesn't even blink an eyelash. He stands completely still, looking Barnes dead in the soul without a single trace of fear.
Matt Barnes doing that doesn't make any sense to me, unless he thinks he can entice Kobe Bryant to get thrown out.
Either that or
And believe it or not, we still haven't reached the craziest moment, the 2022 Western Conference Finals. The Golden State Warriors are closing out the Dallas Mavericks on the road, trying to punch their ticket back to the NBA Finals. In the closing seconds of the fourth quarter, Stephen Curry catches a pass, steps into a deep dagger three-pointer over a contest, and watches it swish through the net. Before the ball even hits the floor, Curry cocks his head sideways, rests his hands on the side of his face, and puts the entire arena to sleep with his signature night-night celebration.
3, Curry!
Now here's where things become personal. Game 5 of the 2019 Western Conference first round. The Portland Trail Blazers and Oklahoma City Thunder are locked in a fierce, trash-talking playoff war. The series is tied and the tension is palpable. With the clock winding down and the score tied, Damian Lillard calmly dribbles out the clock near half court over star defender Paul George. With no intention of passing, Lillard launches an absurdly deep 37-foot bomb as time expires.
Send the Thunder home.
Lillard, long-range three.
As the ball goes through, Lillard casually turns toward the OKC bench and gives a cold, dismissive wave goodbye. It literally ended an entire franchise era. That single shot forced OKC to blow up their roster the very next summer, all while Dame waved them out of the playoffs. This next one wasn't just trash talk, it completely changed someone's career. A classic 1990s regular season battle where legendary shot blocker Dikembe Mutombo is patrolling the paint for the Atlanta Hawks, turning every driving guard away with prejudice. An opposing player drives hard to the basket, hoping to secure an easy layup. Mutombo leaps into the air, violently swats the basketball away into the third row, lands on his feet, and begins aggressively waving his index finger back and forth at the player as if telling a child, no, no, no. Mutombo didn't just block shots, he mentally broke opposing players' confidence, turning a routine defensive play into a theatrical humiliation. But none of those compared to what happened next. A regular season matchup where the Golden State Warriors are rolling, and Stephen Curry is feeling so completely locked into the zone that normal basketball rules no longer apply to him. Curry receives a pass behind the three-point line, elevates for a quick jumper, and the second the ball leaves his fingertips, he turns completely around, raises his arms in celebration, and starts running back down the court before the shot even reaches the rim. Naturally, it splashes clean through the net.
Cross court, Curry. Curry for three. Puts it in.
Moving around. Warm up three. Yes, sir.
Turning your back on a live shot requires an absurd level of supreme arrogance and ultimate confidence that only a shooter of Curry's caliber could ever pull off. And if you thought that level of confidence was unmatched, wait until you see what the greatest shooter of all time did to seal his legacy. An iconic late 1980s game featuring Boston Celtics legend Larry Bird. Bird isn't just beating teams with his skill, he's verbally abusing them by narrating his plays before they even happen. Bird dribbles down the court, struts right up to opposing bench players or defenders, and points directly to a specific spot on the floor. He tells them, "I'm going to catch it right here, turn around, and shoot it right in your face." Sure enough, he executes the exact sequence down to the millisecond, draining the shot and staring down the bench. Bird stripped away any element of surprise, telling the defense his exact script and still leaving them completely helpless to stop it. Some moments make history, some moments win championships, but these moments, they live forever because they embarrassed another NBA player in front of millions. Which moment was the most disrespectful in NBA history? Did we miss one? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more NBA stories, legendary moments, and basketball breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.